Alrighty, this is going to be a double header. This is episodes 27 and 28, all in one. So I think I last left off, I'd just done a brutal leg session, which was the sevens, and I was prepping for the collab of the century with Matthew in Oxford, and that took place on Tuesday, which is now Friday, yeah, it was a really good sesh. I had a great time. It was a really good laugh, good catch up, good sort of good fun session as well. And we got some work done as well. So all good things across the board essentially. So we did some bench press. By some miracle, it was a busy gym. We did stretching. I did my extensive stretching and got Matt to do it too. Got up, walked over to the weights area, bench was free, straight on there, started monopolising it for a good 40 odd minutes, so everyone must have loved us. Had two people asking how many more sets we had when we still had 4 to go and we were starting to struggle, so they were slowing down. But yeah. Weight wise, it should have been 76.5, and I had my micro plates there to do it, but I'd left them in the locker room. I couldn't be bothered to go and get them, so we did 75. As it turns out, that was a good choice because 75 was just on the cusp of too much on its own. It was really, really hard. I think I'll shout out to Matt as well, by the way, for just coming out of nowhere and just doing 75 bench with me for 7 sets of 5, having not benched in who knows how long. He's had a shoulder injury, so that lad just stepped up to the plate and jumped on some benching. Said to him, he's on the road to 100 now. Time for him to keep going. He's gone on the road to 100. So yeah, the bench was real tough, but we had some teething problems with the music, having no signal, then trying to connect to the Wi-Fi and stuff like that, and then eventually I got the music going for the last sort of 3, and it was a nice pick me up. But yeah, it was real tough. I did a rest pause on number 6, and got Matt just to spot the last rep up on number 7. So we got it done. We certainly felt it. A lot of volume that weight is real tough, but I think Matt was enjoying it as well. I think he's struggling for it the next day. He said up here in the shoulder, where the chest connects up with the shoulder, was sore, along with the tries. So yeah, this ended up being an absolute mammoth session, because my upper sessions are normally quite long anyway, and then added the partner plus a bit of chit chat and stuff like that. So we were there for a long time. So set number 2, exercise number 2, we finally relinquished that bench to the two poor lads who'd been waiting for like half an hour. Jumped over, did an AMRAP set of pull-ups each, and then it was the pull down on the hammer strength pull downs. I did single arm alternating, 10 on one, 10 on the other. Matt did both at the same time. Preference. That was good fun. We boshed out some of those. Swapped over then was the next push, was the shoulder press. At this point we'd already been there for like an hour and a half or something stupid. Matt was not used to this duration. You're normally like in there for an hour, then he's ready to wrap it up. So shoulder press, boshed out some of those. With dumbbells again, Matt stepped up and did it, even though he's been sort of nursing the injury in the sort of a few months previously, but he was feeling good, I think, so that was nice. I'm glad he was able to do that with me. Then we did a horizontal row on the cable, narrow grip, which is a nice one. I haven't done that for a while, so that felt pretty good. Then into the abs, which Matt I think hated me for, since he hasn't done that in a long time, and these are very much like overload negatives, so he was feeling it the next day, I think he said. So that was fun, sort of putting him through that. Certainly made it feel better for me, because I was like, well, Matt here is struggling. He's in pain, so I can man up and get through it because I'm a bit more used to it. So made it a bit easier mentally for me to do my sets. But I think Matt was suffering for that the next day. And then did some hipster arms to finish off with, which, you know, we were real just get good pump on, which is always nice. We went for the crossbody hammers and the dumbbell skull crushers, and also made that a triple superset with the narrow grip, like the diamond push-ups, which I think Matt was a big fan. That was his favourite part of the entire workout, was the extra few push-ups after the skull crushers. I think he'll testify that that was perfect for him. Then some spider curls, tricep kickbacks, face pulls, Jeff Cavalier magic face pulls. So yeah, that was a great session. By the time we'd done, it was super late, and then had like an hour drive back. So I didn't do a video then that evening. That was Tuesday, and it was raid Wednesday, Thursday, so I didn't do a video then. That's why it's delayed till now. Plus, it's just super busy with work. I'm a bit tired. I think that might be why I'm struggling so much. So yeah, that's why you're getting a double header tonight, and a bit of a delay on that. And we couldn't do a collab vid because Matt cycles home and my phone ran out of battery, so I didn't want to just sit in the car for a bit and do it there randomly. So this is what you're getting for the collab of the century number 2. It was one hell of a session, one marathon session. Thank you for Matt for sort of hosting and being game to just jump in the deep end wholeheartedly with the Chris Road to 100 workout, which was a bit different to his normal. So props to that fella, and well impressed with his bench press. Very impressed. That was his first one back. He'll be blowing me out of the water of that in no time. He could dance down the road to 100. So that takes us on, hold on, protein. Protein! So, on to today's workout. It was the legs, the leg mirror of the last one. So, what does that entail? You know, 7x5 legs, 76.5. I decided to use the micro plates and go for the full amount rather than, you know, pussying out and doing the 75 for like my bench being weak. And that was a good choice, I think, because 76.5 was bang on, making it, you know, tough for each set, but doable for the first sort of 5. Set 6 was started to be a real killer, and set 7 was another nightmare one. A lot of loud noises being made trying to lift that bar back up. Real good to have done those squats again. You know, it was a satisfying kind of to finish them, but whew, that was tough. My quads were feeling it. So we got them done. We got the let's press. I don't know. I've pressed something. Hopefully it hasn't fucked it up. So there, 4. We as in me. Getting distracted as well. Wow's on there, so I'm reading chat. It's silly, I'm distracting myself. Distract myself. Come on, focus up, Chris. Come on. It's a double header. It's a long vid. Focus. Squats. Did them out the way. I had a little twinge in the shoulder again. Set number 6. So when I was struggling, I feel like it feels almost like a trapped nerve. It was like tingly and a bit. So that's going to be stiff as fuck tomorrow. I'm just hoping it's not too bad. It doesn't feel as bad as the last one. It wasn't like as much of a proper twinge. So more of a stiff. Oh, it's just going to be fucking stiff as hell for a few days.